Have you ever felt like English spelling is just totally random? Like it's designed to trip you up? Well, believe it or not, it's not. There's actually a secret code hiding in plain sight. And today, we're going to crack it. We're going to focus on two of the biggest offenders, the letters C and G. So let's get right into it.
All right, so it all kicks off with a simple question. I mean, think about it. Why does the C in cat make that hard k sound, but the C in city makes an s sound? Same letter, right? And it's the same deal with G. It's hard in goat, but then it's soft in giraffe. This is the exact puzzle we're going to solve, right here, right now.
Okay, so to really get this, we've got to dive into a tale of two sounds. We're about to meet what I like to call the sound shapeshifters of the English language. You know those letters that just refuse to stick to one pronunciation? So let's just put the problem right out there, side by side. You've got the letter C making that hard k sound, like in cat, but then it makes a soft s sound in city. And you guessed it, it's the exact same story for G. A hard sound in goat, a soft one in giraffe. So if the letter itself isn't changing, what on earth is?
Well, here's the secret. It's not about the letter itself at all. It's about its neighbors. Yeah, the sound of a C or a G completely changes depending on the one single letter that comes right after it. And that one little detail? That's the key to the whole thing.
All right, so our investigation begins. We're on the hunt for a pattern, right? A clue that's telling C and G how to act. And it turns out that clue, it's been hiding in the letters that give our language its voice all along, the vowels. And here it is, the big reveal. The whole entire system boils down to one super simple thing, the specific vowel that comes right after the C or the G. That's it. That one letter changes everything.
So let's break this down for the letter C first. If a C is followed by an A, an O, or a U, it makes that hard k sound. You hear it in cat, corn, cup. Simple enough. But if that very same C is followed by an E, an I, or a Y, boom, it switches to the soft S sound, like in cell, city, or cycle. Are you seeing the pattern now?
And guess what? The exact same logic works for the letter G. When it's followed by A, O, or U, you get that hard G sound in words like gate, gold, and gum. But you put it right before an E, an I, or a Y, and it softens to that J sound you hear in gem, giant, and gym. It's literally the same rule, just for a different letter. And there you have it, the complete cheat sheet. This right here is the master key. C and G followed by A, O, or U, they're hard. C and G followed by E, I, or Y, they're soft. It's that simple. And I'm telling you, once you see this, you can't unsee it. It just explains so much about why we say things the way we do. Okay, now it would be way too easy if this rule worked 100% of the time, wouldn't it? I mean, this is English after all. And if there's one thing English loves, it's a few rebels. So let's take a quick look at the words that just refuse to follow the rules. Right, so just when you think you've got it all figured out, I bet your brain is already going, but wait a minute, I can think of some words where that doesn't work. And you know what? You'd be absolutely right. Here are the most common culprits right here. Words like get, girl, and give. Now, according to our brand new rule, that G should be soft, right? Because it's followed by an E or an I. But it's not. It's a hard G. These are those unbreakable words, the exceptions that we pretty much just have to memorize. So what's the takeaway from all this? Look, don't let a few exceptions drive you crazy. The goal here is proficiency, not perfection. If you understand a rule that works, say over 90% of the time, that is an incredibly powerful tool to have, even if a few words want to be difficult. But that still leaves the question, why? Why do we even have these rules and then have exceptions to them? Well, the answer isn't really about logic, it's about history. To figure it out, we have to look way back at the languages that built English. We're talking about the echoes of old tongues that we can literally still hear today. See, this whole system isn't random at all. It's something we inherited. The basic spelling patterns, they came to us from Latin. But then French came along, and its influence brought in all these new phonetic shifts, which changed how those letters were pronounced. So what we have now in modern English is this really fascinating mix where these old rules and their exceptions all just coexist. And so, just like that, you've leveled up. You've gone from just being a curious observer to a full-on code breaker. This system, this secret logic that was hiding in our language, it's all yours now. You can see it and you can use it.
So seriously, congratulations! You are now officially in on the secret. The next time you see a C or a G in a word, you're not just going to see a letter. Nope. You're going to see its neighbor, you're going to know the rule, and you will have cracked the code of its sound.
So, from now on, you're going to see words a little differently. You'll see that letters, they're a lot like people. They behave differently depending on who they're surrounded by. It's a simple little rule of phonics, but it kind of reminds us of a bigger truth, doesn't it? That context is everything. Thanks so much for joining me.